We've definitely got a smooth hound on. Oh, first smooth hound of the year, love it. Oh, it's right there. Oh, it's a nice one. Oh, she's a beast. Good evening. Welcome back to the sunny Isle of Wight. How about that? It is absolutely glorious out here today. So I have just hiked an absolute mile to get to my designated fishing spot for this evening. So we're out fishing tonight and hopefully we can get into a smooth hound or a bream. Like I said, I've walked a mile to get here. I haven't fished here for quite a while. Basically, I haven't been able to get down here because the cliffs erode quite heavily on the Isle of Wight. So quite often, some of the fishing venues that you like to get to, you can't get to them. But on this occasion, I was able to get here. It's been nice and dry. It's glorious sunshine. I'm wearing a t-shirt. Got my sunnies on. Can't see the screen, so hopefully it's recording. And then hopefully we got a chance of a fish this evening. I'm going to get set up, catch my breath, have a little drink of water. It's give or take around high tide-ish. We're fishing into the Solent, but it is a small tide, so hopefully we'll be okay. And hopefully the walk will be worth it. But look at this. Absolutely stunning. Right, I'm going to get my gear set up, show you a little bit of footage of the way down. Not all of it, but some of it. Some of you will have to work out where it is. As you all know by now, I really enjoy my fishing and I'm really excited. Really excited to be out tonight. I haven't fished for 2 weeks. What with Easter holidays and having family up and then having friends up as well. So we've been entertaining a lot, but now it's time to get out and have a go, see if we catch something. Hopefully you heard what I was trying to say earlier, because I put my mics on. Well, I put them on me, and then I forgot to switch them on. But anyway, we're fishing the Solent, and the target species is a smooth hound. I ran home quickly, got some bait. I'm still in all my work clothes because I just couldn't wait to get out. I have had some food, so we should be good. You see, I've got a nice big rock there at the back of the stand because the target is a smooth hound, which means drag set. Hopefully sit by, watch that rod slam over, and yeah, and then get the old adrenaline going. Same rods I always use, but for anyone who is new to the channel, I fish with Daiwa rods. One's a tournament pro surf, and one's an air surf. Both 13'6", and they're both rated 4 to 8 ounce. And I like them a lot. And I've got both of these paired up with Shimano Power Arrows, and I've got braid on tonight. Do you know what? I probably actually shouldn't have braid on tonight because I am fishing for hounds, but I have got a leader, so that will give me some cushion, and hopefully we'll be okay. I've put a new 80 pound leader on for tonight, just because of where I'm fishing, and being that I'm fishing for smooth hounds, they can run you ragged all over the place. And you know, it is deep here, but it's not massively deep, and there's definitely rocks, so there's definitely a chance that if I do get into a hound, it could run me all over the place. So my braid is Berkeley Sick braid, 58 pound like I said, and my leader is Sakuma leader, and I'm using the sort of greenish one. And when I'm using mono, then I use the Sakuma Night Crystal. So welcome to my little den, my little corner of heaven. Wicked. So, like I say, it's about, I think it's probably close to 6:30 now. I'll be fishing for maybe 5 hours. So yeah, there's a pretty good chance of getting into something at least. But I have been down here and not caught anything, so there's always a chance of a blank. But God, if you didn't go out fishing when there's a chance of a blank, you'd never go fishing. So I popped into Slamfish earlier on this afternoon. I picked up some spider peeler crabs. They're a great bait for smooth hounds, great bait for bass as well, and congers actually do like them as well, which can be a bit of a pain sometimes. I've also got some shore peeler crab. So I've got a pack of those. In fact, I've actually got 2 packs of those. One pack was supposed to stay in the cool box, and out of the cool box was supposed to be my squid, which is still frozen solid. So I got a pack of Kraken sea baits, whole C6 squid, and then I've got a bunch of crab. So obvious targets really. And I did say the next time I go fishing, I will be targeting bream and smooth hounds. So with that in mind, I've got a couple of leftover rigs from last time, because last time I brought out brand new rigs. I've checked all of these hooks, they're all super sharp still, so they're fine to go again, in my opinion anyway. Yeah, dongle in a 3.0 and a bream rig in a Canoe size 1. There's definitely a chance of picking a smooth hound up on the bream rig. So that's made with 30-pound snoods. Got a couple of pop-ups on there on the top one to get it up in the water column. But anyway, let's get that one baited up with some squid first and then go. I'm yakking a lot. Sorry, I can't see at all. The sun is directly behind and it's really difficult to see. Right, so I'm going to start off with some 7-ounce grippers just to see what it's like. I'm sure it will be fine, but I'd rather fish with a 7 and it be fine than fish with a 6 and it's not fine. So the wind's coming from my left and the tide will be going from my right. But at the moment, I think we got a bit of, I think there's definitely still a little bit of flood in it. I'm not sure, but we'll see how we get on. So there we go. So got a nice snood on the top with some pop-ups on it, relatively short, and the bottom one slightly a little bit longer on the bottom, like I said, and then that's got a couple of globy beads on it. And as always, all of the rigs are available from the website, which is www.frugal.od.co.uk, and also they're all stocked at Slamfish Isle of Wight as well. So let's get a couple of squid out to defrost, because at some points I will just be fishing with a whole squid for the smooth hound as well, just to see really, because quite often, I was having a chat with Nobby, he said quite often this time of year when they're only just coming in and the spider crabs aren't peeling, not yet anyway, then they will just take anything really that you put in front of them. So if you're going to fish with hardback crabs, probably a good time of year to do it, because there's nothing peeling. So as you saw then, I just cut a couple of strips of squid. I'm just going to thread that onto the hook. This is really nice squid actually. When a squid's tough like this, then I don't tend to bind it on. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends how I'm feeling on the day really. And today, I'm feeling like I'm not going to bind it on. Let's get the old bit of elastic off that one. And then we can get this one. There we go, I'm just doing the bottom hook now. As soon as we got this on, get this straight out and see. Do try to leave a little bit of a tag sort of hanging off the bottom of the hook, but each their own. It's very much personal preference. There, right, let's get this one in the sea, because then we're fishing. Nice long snood on the bottom, shorter one on top with some pop-ups. Hopefully we can get a bream. Tell you what we don't need though. We don't need any of that seaweed. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this on the lighter of the 2 rods. And then give it a little bit of a whack. Like I say, we've got quite a strong wind. It is gusting like 20 miles an hour. So that's why I'm sort of thinking with the 7s as well, will help just get that bait out there a bit further. Right, let's go. Let's go, Daddy-o. So we've got, although it's really rocky, it's a bit like a slab. It's a big ledge, really. So we've got plenty of room to stand and to keep ourselves stable. Right, let's give this one a bit of a punch out. There we are. Yeah, definitely a strong left to right wind. There we go. I've set that drag. If a hound takes that, it can easily take it. We've got ourselves nicely locked in, or at least I feel like it should be nicely locked in. Got a nice rock there behind so it can't tip over. Got my rod eyes up behind the rod rest. Right, second one. Oh, I'd love to get a bite straight away. Okay, so dongle. So I am going to use a dongle 3/0 full circle hook with a dongle hanging off the bottom. A great rig for hounds and rays, actually, come to say that. But tonight we are definitely after smooth hounds. While I'm waiting for some crab to defrost, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick just a whole squid out. So pop that squid on the tool. I mean, I know all of you, or at least 99% of you know this, and probably get bored of seeing me do it over and over and over again, but it's just for people that haven't been as fishing as long as the rest of you, and like myself, when I haven't been fishing for very long, sometimes it's good to get a little reminder or just see a different way of doing something as well, you know. I mean, I'm sure it's the same way as everyone does it, but quite often some people have slightly different ways, and that's cool. Right, so a load of whipping all the way around. Whoops. We take that circle hook. It's going to nick that just in the top of the squid, come through the other side, and we'll just pull that piece of braid all the way down the length of the squid, and in a minute it will be crab, and then just bind that braid all the way down the side of it. Definitely a bit of tide pull out there. As you can see, the conditions look awesome. They look awesome for anything. It just smells fishy, but whether it means we'll catch something is another thing altogether. Right, so there we go. That's that all bound up. That is not going to go anywhere in the cast, and hopefully a fish will come along and whack it. Oh, there we go. Now is that, I'd be very surprised if that lead's just tripped, but it could have. Right, let's get this one on. That is absolutely stunning. Definitely lucky to be out tonight. There's definitely a little bit of movement on this right hand one. It could be just a crab. There's a nice bit of wind chop coming through here. But let's get this whole squid out. I think we'll just, where shall we go? What I don't want to do is tangle my line because I've got braid. Braid on braid is never very much fun. Right, let's get this one out as well. Happy with that. I mean, it is a little precarious, I suppose, underfoot, but certainly stable enough to get a decent cast. There we go, epic fishing. Still got plenty of daylight, which is why I really wanted to have a go for a bream. I could quite easily, think that's just on the move, you know. Could quite easily fish just for smooth hounds straight away from here in the daytime, not a problem, but I would like to try and catch a bream if I can. So we'll give it an hour or so on the bream. I'll just fish on that side. And then we'll just go, both rods will just go over to the smooth hounds. But anyway, let's get our third and fourth rig ready. I will probably fish with an extra 2 rigs. I'm gonna get my jumper on because although it is sunny, the temperature is starting to drop. It is only still April. And yeah, just a case of sitting and waiting for a fish, hopefully. Well, let's have a little look. So I saw a few movements on it. I think it could just be crab activity, but we'll change this one up. I've got another fresh one ready to go. We'll keep those baits super fresh tonight. I've got plenty of bait. And the fresher the bait, more chance we have of getting into a fish. So let's change this one over. Well, there's definitely nothing on that. It's come up nice and quick, which is always nice. We'll have a look at the state of the bait. I've got a feeling there's nothing on it. Oh, it's definitely some on the top, that's good. Yeah, so bottom bait clear, top bait, because it's on the pop-up, has still got some bait on. So that's great, so we're definitely fishing. Nearly fell over then, casting that out. Try to move out of the way so I'm not, I really don't want my rods tangling up together. The last couple of sessions I've done it, mainly because I'm fishing tidal areas. It's not because I'm actually casting, I'm not that bad at casting, but yeah, I want to make sure that they're miles apart because I don't really know what the tide's going to do here. So I've only ever fished here twice before, so not really sure what keeps going on with that right hand rod. I keep seeing it drop back and then pull forward, drop back, pull forward. But it doesn't look like we've had a bite on it. Let's get this unbaited. Yeah, I think that's just it moving in the tide. It will find its place and settle down. I think it's just swinging around in that tide. I think that tide's maybe started just to ebb now, so we've got a bit of stronger tide pull out there. So maybe what I need to do is let a bit of line out and sort of up tide with it, really. There you go, see, it keeps doing that. That's not a bite. I say that. Let's get this one baited up just in case it is. Gonna have to tighten up on one of the left-hand drag, I think, in a minute. I'm just doing a peeler crab, shore peeler crab. I've taken the back shell off. I've taken a whole bunch of the bottom of it, but I've left the legs on there. Taken the claws off, but I've left the legs on. And then all I'm going to do is pop that circle hook right in amongst those legs there. There we go. Just like it's a messy old business. Circle hook right in amongst the legs. Like so, I want to leave some of the legs on. It's not going to be very often that a smooth hound is going to find a crab with no legs, let's face it. So I want to try and make it look pretty natural, but obviously getting a lot of that scent out there. And then by the time that's all clipped up, should get out of a nice fair distance. It's got a perfection loop on the top, means that basically it can move around nice and freely like that, and hopefully the smooth hound will sniff it out. Be great to get one. I know there's a few coming out. There's definitely a few more recently, so they are here. It's always the same old thing. They're not here in massive numbers, but they are definitely here. And with any luck, we can find one. So what I'm going to do with these hound baits, I'm just going to alternate between the squid and the crab for a minute, just to see what if anything at all is feeding on anything. Because it might be that they're feeding on squid, it might be they're feeding on crab. In which case, you know, if they're feeding on the squid, then I can just chuck that every time. And if we have no luck on the hounds, definitely going to chuck one out for a bass. There we go. Well, there we are. That one's not being touched. Get that seaweed out. Right, so see if this crab works. Oh, I'd love it. I'd love it so much. Well, there's a nice bit of depth out there. I felt it hit the bottom. I'm just going to leave that line, whatever line is out there. Trouble is, because we've got this wind, I don't think I'm going to be able to up tide anyway. We'll see. No, definitely not. This is the trouble, really. This is where I should have actually brought mono, because it would just give you that little bit of extra stretch, and it won't keep bouncing that lead. That lead will be more inclined to stay in the same place because your line will take the stretch. It will take the impact of the tide pushing against it, that resistance, and then it will just stretch the line. But then obviously as that tide eases up, that stretch will just let out again. But with the braid, it doesn't do that at all. Just doing, just pinning some crabs, getting them ready for in a minute. But just to show you the comparison, the size difference, that's a shore peeler. They're like anywhere between £1.20 and £2 online, over £2 in some places. But pack of 4 is normally about £6. And that, there we go, is a spider peeler crab. That's a small one, and that's the same price, £1.50 normally. So you can see you get significantly more baits out of this. But that will, I mean, some people use that. I mean, Fishy Tom will cut that in two and have 2 nice baits out of that, and he fishes really well with them. Catches absolutely stacks of bass on them. So one of those you could probably get 4 baits, but I'll use that as 1 bait and then cut it in half to top it up. And that one will probably get 4 baits out of that. And again, I'll just bulk them up. I'll just top it up. Keep refreshing it, but keep topping it up. So I'll have a nice sort of sized bait out there, but I'm only freshening it up with a small amount of bait each time. And that way you can hopefully try and eke it out a little bit, because it is not cheap fishing with crab. I feel like that's just the tide moving my lead. We'll give that one a freshen up in a minute. It's the first crab bait that's actually gone out there. I've got another crab bait ready to go. And again, like I say, all I'll do is I'll just top that one up. It looked like something may have picked the bait up a little bit then, but I'll give it a couple of minutes just in case. Oh, so bright. So bright. The lines are singing. Ooh. Bit of grey cloud over that way. That's not nice. Have not got any waterproofs. I think we should be okay. Yeah, there is loads of tide out there, right to left. There's a lot of cloud coming over. Got quite strong westerly, southwesterly winds, and the sun is just about to disappear behind the clouds. So whatever that is, it's going to come over this way at some point. Hopefully not for a little while though. Alright, let's change this up. I think it's going to be the last time I'm going to put the bream rig out. I've got one baited up ready to go. That's going to be the last one, I think. And then I think I'll start fishing with a whole squid, probably on a pulley pennel, and then the crab on the dongles, and just alternate with 3 rigs then. 3 rigs through the 2 rods. mucking around, look. Mucking around. Wow. Absolute slamming bite, it's mucking around with the camera. I think it could be a bream, you know. It's punching. Absolute slamming bite. It is a bream. Yeah, boy. Yeah. It's a nice bream. Look at that. Beauty. Moving the camera and the rod just hooped. Look at that. And there's me saying I'm not going to put the bream rig out again. Yes, mate. Look at that. What a beautiful fish. On the pop-up, on the top hook with the pop-ups, look. Absolute beauty. I'll move the camera a minute so you can see it in the light, because it is absolutely stunning. The colours are amazing. Let's get you unhooked, bud. Look at that, straight out. What a fish. I'm so chuffed with that. That's a really nice size. Definitely a keeper, but the first one of the year for me. Stoked, but look at the blues. Look at that. That is absolutely fin perfect. When people say fin perfect, look at that. Absolutely amazing. Right, let's get this one in the box and let's get another bream rig out, which I wasn't going to do. Yeah. Oh, I can't believe that. Right when I was mucking around with the camera as well. Absolutely bouncing in the rod stand. Oh, I am absolutely made up. I love bream, as you all know. And like I say, killer. This bream rig is killer. Pop-ups on the top, thanks to Wayne Hand and Fishy Tom. But the one up, one down, I've always preferred a one up, one down myself. But there we go, we're in. So typical, isn't it? Moving the camera, and that's when the bite happens. I pride myself on showing you the bites all the time. And yeah, then when I did that, won't happen again. I'm really sorry. Hopefully you got some of it anyway. Probably me effing and blinding. But anyway, let's get this one out again. See if we can't catch another one. Oh, I'm absolutely made up. So chuffed. So chuffed. So nice to get one early. You know, it's still in April. They are showing. People are catching them. It just goes to show that they definitely are there. So it's doing that, which is obviously moving. Essentially, I guess it was trotting along really, because it's bouncing, that lead's bouncing in the tide until it sort of finds its place. And I thought it was doing that, hence I thought I'll just move the camera quick. Yes! Well then, so while it is light, should have one more cast with it again in a minute really, shouldn't I? I'll freshen this one up. This was the one I was going to pack away, so I'll freshen it up. Oh, so chuffed. So there we go. I've baited it up again. You never know, if there's a few fish around and they're on the feed, it'd be nice to try and get another one. So I baited it up again. It'd be really nice if we could get both target species this evening. It'd be amazing. So we came out for a smooth hound and a bream, and so far we're in with a bream. I do apologise, we got that really dicky light at the moment, so it's really quite difficult to get light on me when the sun's sort of set over there and there's still a little bit of light behind me. I've tried moving the camera around all over this place, as you have seen, and yeah, I can't really get the best lighting at the moment. It's always the way. It's always around dusk time. It's really hard for filming. But anyway. Right, these crab baits I'm leaving out there for quite a while at the moment. But what I'm going to do is I am going to speed it up a little bit. Speed up the bait changes. There's definitely some weather over that way. But what I don't want to do is, you know, go home with bait and feel like I could have probably freshened it up a little bit more. So I'm going to freshen this one up. I'm going to rotate these baits Probably change them up every sort of 20, 25 minutes. I mean, it is a crab bait, so I don't want to be wasting them, but likewise, I want them to be nice fresh baits. With that sun starting to go, you know, we're getting into prime time for a hound. So that's the one that I just piggybacked half a crab on, just to bulk it out. Ooh, look. I'm so excited, not putting my wires up. Come on, Breamy, let's have another one. The wind's dropped as well, which is nice. But the tide has not. Not going to be long. I'm going to have to get these tip lights on. Hopefully we can get another bite. That'd be really cool. If we get another fish, I'll be absolutely stoked. I mean, I am over the moon already, but we always want one more, don't we? So I've got 2 rigs ready to go. I've still got a bream rig and a dongle. I think that probably will now be the last time. I've got 1 more bream rig ready to go out, and then that probably will be it. And then we'll just try and focus on trying to get a smooth hound, or maybe a bass as well. But just try and get a fish really. I might put them back out again a little bit later on, see how we get on. So far, nothing is taking any interest in the crab. I mean, I've basically been here for 2 hours, and I would say this water pretty much has not moved the entire time I've been here. Yeah, the tide's racing. Definitely plenty of tide out there, no doubt about that. But the water level itself has not changed. One of the mystic things about fishing in the Solent. And we're kind of fishing on a bit of a point here. Definitely sticks out in the ocean quite a bit more than the surrounding area. So I'm imagining there's obviously the tide's coming past because we are further out, that we're a bit of a pinch point, so the tide probably does go a bit harder where we are. I don't think it's massively deep. There's definitely depth, no doubt about it. But it's certainly not as deep as some of the other venues that we fish in the Solent. Yeah, definitely worth the walk. But I'm not looking forward to the walk back, that's for sure. All right, I am going to pop that tip light on. Crazy how much light you can get out of the camera when it's actually really quite dark. I think while I'm here, I'm going to put a fresh one on this one as well, and then we're fishing with fresh baits right when that sun's just starting to go. Lights go in properly into dusk. Prime time for a bite, surely. Don't forget as well, these tip lights you can get from the online store as well. There we go, and that one there, that's a shore peeler crab. I've got the big light on, that's why I'm so bright. Shore peeler crab, but that's got a quarter of the spider crab wrapped up the back of it. Again, just to bulk it out, just trying to eke those baits out a little bit. I'll chuck this one right in front of us, I think. That's out there. Nice. There we go, 2 fresh baits. Right, what to do then? That's it, just moving in the tide. Like I say, there is a fair amount of tide out there. I don't know whether to bait this bream rig again or not. I don't think I am. No, let's just fish hard for a smooth hound for a bit. And if we don't get any bites, then we'll switch it up. We'll stick the bream rig out there again and just use it like a scratching rig. See if we can't pick something up. But I'm going to get a pulley pennel out now. I'm going to bait a whole squid up on that. And then I'll alternate between the 2 dongle rigs and a pulley pennel. Yeah. Well, it looks like we might be getting a bite on the right-hand rod there. It's moving slightly different than the sort of pulling up where it's the lead sort of moving. Seems to be pulling down a little bit before. Could be a crab as well, because I am using braid and it does show up crab bites. But I'd be tempted to say that that is a fish, but it's potentially a dogfish. That's just on the bream rig, so I mean I'll be bringing that in a minute. But we're pretty much getting into dark now. No more bites. Or no more breamy bites anyway. I'm going to have a look at this one. It might just be a little bit of weed. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bigger bait out on this one as well now, but I'm going to probably put it in a little bit. Oh no, we have got some weight on it. It might be a crab, but we have got weight on it. And yeah, I'm going to cast one in a little bit closer. There's definitely a bit of weight on this. So it could be a bit of weed, could be a crab, could be a dogfish. Did think we had a bit of a dogfishy bite a minute ago. Let's have a look. What have we got? What's up is down, what's left is right. There we go, and that's on the pop-up as well. Chasing stars and holding you. So, pop-ups are killing it tonight. There we are. Nice little dogfish. It's another species to add to the tally for this evening. Now, oh, what's going on there? I've got a massive slack line. Well, I don't know if you guys saw the bite or not, but I didn't. And we definitely got a smooth hound on. Oh, first smooth hound of the year, love it. Ooh, it's putting up a bit of a scrap, that's for sure. Oh yeah, do you know what? I didn't know what all the fuss was about with smooth hounds when I first started fishing. And I thought, why do people keep going out and targeting the same fish every night? And now I know, because they're awesome. Might have to drag a little bit soft now. Just let it go a bit, because it was really giving me a scrap. Probably pull it in and it'll be like £3. It doesn't feel like it's £3, I've got to be honest. I've got a nice little pool here just in front of me, so I should be able to bring it into there. Oh, it's just woken up again. Whoa, yeah. Come on, mate. Got it pretty close. My leader's not quite out yet though. Come on, mate. Oh, oh, it's right there. Oh, it's a nice one. Oh yeah, mate. That is a nice way to start the Smooth Hound season. Oh, she's a beast. Look at that. That is a big, fat Smooth Hound right there. Circle hook right in its mouth. Let's quickly get it unhooked, and then I'm going to weigh it, because I don't normally weigh fish unless I think it's a good one, and this is a good fish. Look at that. Now that is a beautiful fish. Target achieved on both cases tonight. Right, I'm going to quickly weigh it, and then we're going to give it a nice safe release, let it get its breath back. But that is an awesome job. There we go. It's steadying on. There we go, look, 13.8. There we go. 13 pound 8. What a beautiful fish. Definitely worth looking after. I'm going to give this one a slow release and then get fishing again. 13 pound 8. What a giant. Oh my God. That is so amazing to watch them swim off like that. The water's really quite clear. You could see it swimming out for ages, and it properly looks like a shark. Winning! Oh man, do you know what? I could pack up now and I'd be chuffed. I could have packed up when I had the bream. I'm so happy. Right, I've got no rods in the water, but I don't really care. I'm going to chuck another couple of baits out. I've got them ready to go. Oh, awesome. 13 pounds 8. That's a big fish. I didn't realise it was that big. It was shorter than the last one I had. Like my other one, it was like 30. It was 13 something. I feel like it was 13 pounds 2 or something. And yeah, it was a lot longer than that one. But you could see when it came out, it was big. Oh man, so cool. So cool. Right, let's have another go, shall we? Oh, I've got rigs. Got rigs and rods everywhere. Got a rig down here somewhere. Oh man, my legs are shaking. Legs are shaking. My heart's absolutely pounding. So cool. Oh, I love fishing, man. It is so good. I know we get bad days, we get down days. I mean, the last time I went out, I had one tiny little dogfish. But do you know what? We keep coming out and we go again and we go again and we go again. And then you get a fish like that. Epic. Yeah, look, totally not on it now, because I forgot to put my drag on. But it's out there, it's just not out there very far. Right, let's get that in the rod stand. Let's get the other one out, because we're now fishing with big baits. We might, you never know, we might get another one. And again, I don't want to keep banging on about it, but let's say on that dongle hook, really, really cleanly hooked. No deep hooking whatsoever going on there. So definitely for me, it's the way to go for the Smooth Hounds. So cool. So cool. Just want to double check that we're good on our drags. If there's some big fish like that about. Oh man, 13 pounds 8. I can't remember how heavy my previous PB is. I know it's 13 pounds something, but I'm not entirely sure what. So I'm gonna have to look at like an old video of last year, which actually I released around the same time. It was probably only about a week's difference in time. So maybe the big ones are around then. That was April as well, so. Oh yeah. I tell you what, I'm quite tired now. The adrenaline's like sort of left the body a little bit. But so cool, man. I am so chuffed. Yeah, big fish. You never know, we might get another one, we might not. I did say earlier, obviously they do travel in packs. There's normally more than one around. But we'll see. We've had a dogfish, smooth hound, and a bream buzzing. Well, we're on the 3-hour mark now. So 3 hours in. Definitely chance of seeing another fish. I mean, crikey. I know it's not been super prolific, but the quality of fish has been really good. So we might get another one. All I'm doing now is fishing with the big baits. Got squid and crab out on one and crab on the other. So I've got another squid and crab bait there. There's the squid head. So we'll have a little change up in a minute. So they've probably been out there maybe 20 minutes, probably longer. It's gone so quickly tonight. But yeah, I feel like it's probably been about 20 minutes, but realistically it's probably been about half an hour. I changed both of them. But I'm going to give that one, I'm going to give one on the left another 5 minutes. I'll switch it for that one there, rebait the one that's out there, and then I'll change it over on the one on the right. I'd say both of these are a bit closer in, so I think I'm going to whack them again next time. As hard as I can, anyway. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this session so far, and I hope you guys are too. If you haven't already subscribed, then please do. Because like I say, sometimes we get fish like this. It doesn't always happen, very rarely in fact, but sometimes we do get a couple of nice fish. So yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, then please do. And also, if you click the notification bell, you'll be notified when I release another video. There we go. Don't think it's a smooth hound, though. Well, I think we got it, whatever it is. It's definitely not a smooth hound. Oh, I think it just let go. Yeah, it did let go. Oh, well, we dropped that one. But yeah, I think it might have been an eel. Came off like literally maybe 5 yards out. I mean, I'm guessing these species, but smooth hounds and bream are pretty easy to guess. And a dogfish is pretty easy to guess. With my experience, which isn't a whole bunch, more often than not, I do get it wrong. But yeah, I reckon that might have been an eel. Right, let's give this one a bit more of a whack this time. Oh, typical, isn't it? You wait ages for a bite, and then when it finally does come, you miss it. That's on a pennel, so I think it was just something obviously had hold of it, and I was bringing it in. But yeah, we missed it, so not to worry. So let's get another bait sorted. and see if we can't just get one more fish. Oh, before I forget as well, I did want to apologise for the last upload. I uploaded that video 3 times, and every single time I uploaded it, there was something wrong with it. And to be honest, I didn't realise that it cut off the last 3 minutes. It was only 3 minutes. I didn't catch any other fish. It was only really mainly my yakking of having a sign off and telling you I was having one more cast. So yeah, fingers crossed we don't have the same issue. I'll make sure I double check all of it before it gets finally uploaded and made public. But yeah, it was a bit of a pain. I don't know what was going on with that last one. We've had massive issues at home. It could be to do with our internet. We've had no internet for like 4 or 5 days when all the kids were up, which was an absolute nightmare for everybody. Surprising how much you kind of rely on it for the TV and everything. And certainly with 4 teenagers, or 1 20-year-old and 3 teenagers, no internet was a big issue. So yeah, no internet for ages. Finally managed to upload it, and then it was all wrong. So anyway, we should be back on it this time round. Well, I've just freshened them up again, and I've got one more bait, nice fresh bait hanging from the rod stand, and then that will be me done, I think. I'm going to push my luck. I've done really well tonight, and I'm really happy with how it's gone. So if one of those rods goes, I've got a nice fresh bait to chuck back out. If they don't, then I'll change one and just freshen it up, and the other one I'll probably bring in and pack down, and then I'll just leave the other one out to have a little soak. Like I say, it's a long walk back, so I'm not going to leave it too late tonight. If I can get out of here by about 11, I'll be home for maybe 12:15-ish. But we'll see how we get on anyway. Well, there we are, the last one's out anyway. Totally forgot to show you. It's a really nice crab bait, surprise, surprise. But yeah, it's out there now, so we'll give it a little while, give it a soak. Rods really haven't moved. I've had a couple of bites since I had that Smooth Hound, dropped something, and then I had another bite and it just didn't turn into anything. So it's definitely dropped off. The tide's now pulled right back. So we're definitely losing the water. There's still a bit of depth out there, but we're certainly not fishing in the same depth as before, and the tide's eased off as well, so it's not ripping like it was either. So it's definitely making for easier fishing. But I think now that that tide's gone, I think we'll be quite lucky to get another fish. But we'll give them another 20 minutes and then we'll pack down. Oh, well, as you can see, I've already packed one rod away. I've still got this one to pack away, but it has not moved. The colour of the sky behind me looks epic. That's a nice bit of light pollution right there. But yeah, what a session, man. I'm so chuffed. Came out to try and get a Smooth Hound and a Bream, and we nailed both. Lovely sized Bream. That's all been descaled and gutted down here, and I'll take that home and have a nice cook up. But that Smooth Hound, what a stunning, stunning looking fish. Really, really plump, but 13 pounds 8, and I'm positive that that's a new PB for me. So I'm absolutely stoked. Not a lot else really going on, unfortunately. One dogfish and then a couple of missed bites, but I think we've definitely had the best of it that time. When that tide was really racing, that definitely seemed to be when the fish were switching on. Now that it's really, really chilled out, I mean, that rod tip is just bolt upright at the moment. There's no signs of any bites, so yeah, definitely had the best of it. Got a massively long walk back home now, so I'm going to really enjoy that in the dark on my own, down the woods, and being scared out of my wits. But anyway, I really do hope you enjoyed this session. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed making it, thoroughly enjoyed fishing it. It's been epic. Totally chuffed. Don't forget, you can also get all the rigs and stuff like that online. You can also get them in Slamfish, and don't forget to pop down there because he has got crabs in stock and the Smooth Hounds are in. Awesome. Anyway, until the next one, please take care, stay safe, and maybe I'll see you out there. Cheers.